Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some of the pictures that are actually on the poster. This is a picture of actually the Genji Monogatari, which is in full text. This is the second picture on the poster, and it's also drawn from the Genji Monogatari, or is meant to go along with the story. And I have that on the poster because it actually shows kind of the court life and what it would look like when there's the mistresses and the people who's trying to court them. Also, it kind of differs from art that's later on, which is the Chinese ink art and such. Another picture on the poster is the Noel play, and this is more kind of the sticking to the tradition. And as you can see, they have these masks on, which is kind of different than the kabuki ones. The kabuki ones are more colorful, whereas these ones are a bit more plain. And you'll notice also that the clothing that they wear is very traditional as well, and usually they have really slow movements. This picture I included is the part of the historical aspect, which is the comparison of the swords. One is the Muramasa, and then the other is the Masamune. The Muramasa, in one of the variations, cuts the leaves, whereas the Masamune one repels the leaf and doesn't cut anything that's unnecessary. This picture I have in the foreign aspect. I included it there. It's because it's actually supposed to be looked in a comparative way to this picture here, which is this picture is obviously the knights in Europe, and you got the armor and the shield and everything, and it's the knights there usually are on horseback. Whereas the Japanese, they do have armor on horseback as well, but just looking at the differences in the armor, you can tell that there is a difference. But then later on, it'll be apparent when I show you this picture where this is actually a rendering of Oda Nobunaga in his the more present anime. It's called Sengoku Basara, and here you can see that his armor are actually looking like a knight's armor with a fusion of the Asian armor, the Japanese armor. And as I pointed out in the presentation, that he carries a sword, and also he carries the gun. So this is a very typical image of Oda Nobunaga, and he's portrayed as very evil. Then I have an image of the Seven Samurai, and you can see that I think it was him, I forgot his name, but he was actually from, he was of the, he grew up in, as a farmer's kid, and then their whole story revolves around the relationship between the samurai and as well as the farmers. And this movie really portrays that contrast, and also the dynamics of the samurai and the farmer relationships. Okay, and then next I have some supplementary pictures. This one is actually taken from the Genji Monogatari again. The supplementary pictures are kind of a side, but also adds to what I'm talking about. This picture is, I presume that this would be Hikaru Genji, and the people around him are all followers of him, and also he's very charming to both guys and girls, I guess. And this shows the art form in the Heian period as well. Now this is more of the kabuki play, where the masks are much more colorful than the Noel plays. The kabuki plays are again very creative, very kind of the avant-garde of theater play. Then I have a painting by Seisho Toyo, and it's the Chinese ink painting, and you can see that the differences are very prominent with this picture and then the other picture. let's go back and look. The Genji picture here with the various colors and compared to just the ink painting. And then you have this picture here. It's also from Sengoku Basara. It's a rendering of Sanada Yukimura, actually. And he's got 2 spears, and he's shown with actually a superhuman strength. And looking at his armor, it actually does look much more the samurai look. And his main trait in the movie is his undying loyalty to Takeda Shingen. So, and he's portrayed as a good character. And then again, we have a more vivid rendering of Oda Nobunaga, and here you can see the gun, the sword, and of course the European Western style armor. And now in Kurosawa's movie, it also, this is from Kagemusha, which we watched in class, and unfortunately it's a black and white picture, but it does show the human side of things rather than just the militaristic side of the samurai class. This picture is taken straight from the Throne of Blood, and what it is actually it's actually towards the end of the movie where the protagonist, he panics, and because his rival army is coming to wipe him out, really, and then the arrow is actually shot by his own men, which tries to claim his head to present it as a gift to the rival people. And yeah, those are the supplementary pictures.